Greetings from Cuyahoga Falls. My name is Jehovah. Welcome to War of Rights. It is Saturday and we're hanging out with the UEC. This week they're trying something. They're going to try to go back to a campaign model for their event. And you can see the boys lining up there. Let's take a peek at what we've got. On the Confederate side, 8th Alabama, the Alabama German Legion in mass. These boys always come with a lot of boys. Oh my God, there's massive today. We've also got the 56th Virginia in there, as well as the 8th Florida. So the mighty 88 with sprinkles. We've got the 56th with them, even more deadly. And on the Union side, we're going to have 51st New York. There are your Serpents, along with the 18th North Carolina. That's Winkler's Legion. We've also got the 2nd Delaware. That's Toby. There's Stricker right there. That's Captain Toby. And we've also got the 52nd New York. So that means the Empire back together again. So kind of like last weekend, the Empire versus the mighty 88 with a couple extra friends to go around. And I count 4v3, so a couple of these Union guys are going to have to fight together in order to make this work. So it should be interesting. Sit back, relax, and enjoy the fun. They've already had to reset the server, so we'll see if we go live at 40 or if we'll have to do that intro all over again. There's your 18th North Carolina. Look at them lined up perfect. Of course they are. 2nd Delaware and the 52nd together. Oh, there's Captain Cajun. Look, he's carrying a flag. What's up, Captain? Wearing a deer ass right on your head, just like the rest of these boys. Well, this should be awesome. I hope he's recording. That'd be great. If you are, man, let me know. I'll share the video on the channel. We all grow together. And you can see the boys marching out in formation. This is a thing of beauty. Let's make sure we get this. Cinematic mode. Look at this.
They sort of got used to it, yeah.
Holy shit, man. Say what you want.
Make a fuss before
These guys really make it look good when they fight these events.
Cover
You
you,
even
right?
had fake from John's. Very short shift. You even had like faith in John's music.
And you can see we got the live mini map again, so excuse me, you can see the blue units moving out across the map. And do they have artillery? I bet they do. The 51st is here. That means we've got some of the most deadly artillery available. And 1st New York is here as well. So you're looking at a mixed bag. We got some of the guys from 2nd Delaware, some of the guys from the 52nd on this gun. There's J.J. Carter. You know him from last week. These are our boys from the 51st, possibly. Kentucky Battery. Yep, there's Jesse.
Southeast south.
4th U.S. Battery. On the glasses, dot point.
There was also some
Loading the gun. So the Union, they're going to be singing with the big barrels, and the Confederates already moving to the Confederate right. Up toward the hanging tree, and that sounds like 8th Florida to me.
First, you got one unit
On the flank.
all place.
Where else would the Florida be but on the flank? But the Union's moving the other way. But they seem to have stalled. They don't appear to be moving down that way as of yet. 51st. No, this is 52nd, 2nd Delaware. Guarding the guns, as it were. And here we got a unit moving to the left. That's 18th North Carolina, Winkler's Legion. And they're going to be going right up against the 8th Florida, Captain Cajun with the flag. Representing the 13th Virginia. So glad he came over here, man. I'd love to see the 13th Virginia join one of these. You can hear Todd there. Lemuel Todd. A German living in Scotland, I believe.
Also, don't stand in front of me because I am a bullet magnet.
Wait, who said that?
Oh, don't worry about it.
Oh shit!
And I don't see Hog Fritch is here.
Where are they shooting at?
So he must be communicating with the other boys who we got here.
Okay.
There he is. Talking to Harris.
Sorry, they messing me in German.
Yeah,
sorry.
no problem, no problem.
They
That's totally
said
fine,
the
man.
whole union going over the left, and I correct them because one flag is going over the right.
Yeah, that's
And
the
they are
18.
true. The Union is attacking on the flank here. Here we go. You can see him moving in. That's the 51st. Serpent's always out front. Utley carrying a musket again today.
Fire.
Ready.
Hey, down
Hey.
there. Slightly the snow's coming from.
I'll bring it right here. Thank you.
Fire.
Well, they know they're up the hill, but they're not quite hitting them at that distance. We also have another unit company out here, Union Company, 2nd Delaware, and the 52nd. They've marched up, working as one unit today, the Empire. But I don't see the Emperor. Looks like O'Keefe's out front.
Right left.
These are all capable officers.
Right left. By the right flank.
It's so funny because all these guys are capable, but the units just look different when the normal guys aren't up front. Like when Frank's not here, the 52nd looks a little different. That's not to say they look worse. They look very good, just as good, but it's just every commander brings their own style and flavor to how they move the men around. It's really interesting. So we'll watch O'Keefe and we'll see how he does. Best of luck, sir. I'm sure it will be great. You can see the Union. He's marched them straight up toward the point of contention, making a bold statement early on. They want that spot. And they've also pressed up here. 18th North Carolina have pressed up on the 8th Florida, and they're still moving this way. Floridians holding their own, using as much fence as they can, putting as much wood as they can between themselves and those Yankee bullets. The Hog always watching his flank.
Yes.
He sees that smoke down there.
One guy on the open field. What the fuck?
That might be that one of those rams that's on the Union.
Yeah, I do have a Rambo on the unit. See Cajun practicing his fence hopping here. Figures that's one way to keep the flag moving, huh? Hard spot. You can see the Germans very stubborn, trying to push down this fence line. Florida right now having none of it.
Got another solo running up.
Oh no, Cajun's dead. The flag is laying on the ground. Shot down in a blaze of glory. He'll be back. You can see the boys in the Mighty 88 having a talk here. Union won a little bit of revenge for what happened last week, a short match on that second match. You can see the Union pushing strong into this spot, getting hit. 51st and the 8th Alabama, 51st New York, 2nd Delaware, some of the guys here, 52nd as well, trying to take on the 8th Alabama. This is at least half of the Union Army, maybe 2/3. And the 56th Virginia back here as well. So the 8th Alabama taking it hard. But 56th and slaughtering the boys still here. And the counter charge. Here they go. Not many Yankees left. And the Alabama German Legion actually taking care of it themselves. And you can see the Union flag laying in the dirt. So a strong push, but it has been repulsed by the Confederates. Meanwhile, back at the ranch, 8th Florida still holding on to the fence, and 18th North Carolina doing it as well. Captain Cajun back this time is carrying a musket. Going to put some of that 13th Virginia hot sauce on the 8th Florida.
No, it's alright. We can hold him. Okay. Keep far.
Lauf zu unseren Jungs und sag, dass der Schaschen
Run the flag.
And you see 18th North Carolina doing some work here. A lot of dead bodies in this 8th Florida camp.
Take cover.
I have not heard much of the big guns yet, but here are the Union. They came back and got their flag. That's what you're supposed to do, son. Utley came back for it. Give that man a medal. Give all those boys a medal. Look at them. They all came back. Jimmy Neutron. And you can see Carolina not able to really push right here, but they're not giving up on this spot.
Nicht vergessen, die Ballette wieder draufzupflanzen. Sollten sie kommen.
We'll get some cinematics, man. The sunset on this map just looks beautiful. Oh!
Deckung.
Ein Verlust.
Der Grill steht auf.
Ich hab doch auch Hälfte. Also, ihr habt den Melder gehört, Jungs. Wenn der Feind sich zurückzieht oder absetzt, nachstoßen, Stellung übernehmen.
Here, Winkler there giving orders.
Ist verstanden.
Feindwert ist noch down.
It's like the flagman went down again. 8th Florida, deadly with the musket. Cajuns got the flag again. And the Floridians still stubbornly hanging on. But they look like they are move. There's a big gun.
Alright.
So Hogg giving Fritz the order. You can see, look at this, man. The upper leadership really being right here together, having a talk. Oh, Harris going down.
Okay. Group is by the. You still want him there?
That actually happened at Antietam after the battle. Later in the afternoon, I can't remember who it was, if it was Pender.
Don't want to.
My old brain doesn't remember shit. But the generals, after AP Hill's attack in the afternoon, were standing around having a conversation after the Yankees had fallen back, and a sharpshooter shot one of the generals and killed him. Here they come. Oh, a huge push. 2nd Delaware, the Empire has moved onto the Confederate right flank, and the 8th Florida cannot hold alone, and they're getting the hell out of here. Cannot blame them for that. You see them falling back down the road. So Yankees tried it on the Yankee right. Now they've pushed on the Union left, and they're successful. They pushed the Florida all the way off the flank. So 18th North Carolina hanging on there for so long gave them that avenue. So congrats to the 18th. But this is the whole Union Army on this side now. I like how they're moving as one big group. There's Livingston there. Because, you know, that's why these guys lined up shoulder to shoulder. People often talk about how the tactics were so out of date. And they were, but I mean, the most firepower, when you have a block of men shooting all their rifled muskets at once, you could cut a hole in a wall, you know? So, it was very effective. That's why it was very bloody, though. And if you're new to the game, you know, this is not about politics. It's about combat and about the history of the American Civil War. And so we celebrate the combat that these men went through. And you see 8th Florida charging out the 51st in the rocks here. Looking like the 8th Alabama Stormtroopers here, one part of the mighty 88. Cutting them to pieces. You see Mr. Hogg here as well. Got a corporal from the 2nd Delaware coming down thinking he was coming into friendly units. He's not. Trying to get away. I think they're finally going to let him.
Good day, gentlemen.
Meade on the right. Florida, right flank is in the air.
What's up?
Right flank is wide open.
You can see Lester thought his right flank was open, but it's not. It's actually covered by the 8th Alabama, firing down the lane, but they are in danger of getting hit by that artillery. You see Juicy Boss already getting nailed with the flag, or did he just pick it up? No, he's just standing there. The Coon has it. South Park game reference, always a good one. All right, and the Florida coming back across. Fritsch leading the boys to the fence line near the point of contention. And these are all his own men. Captain Harris out here, Hogg. All the boys standing at the point of contention. I'm loving how they're doing this, man. They're kind of talking about it, and they're giving their men orders. They're really running it like a campaign here. I like what they're doing. Oh, Greenberg in the lead. Walking his men straight down the road. You see Fritsch coming up with him. The mighty 88 with the bayonet charge. Here we go. 2nd Delaware. The Empires come down to meet them. This is it. Head-to-head, mighty 88 against the Empire. And the Empire is legging it out of here. Just outnumbered by the Alabama alone, but the 8th Florida with them. So deadly, and we watch the Confederates charge up the Union position. They're going to push them all the way to Washington here. But you hear it, it's costing the Confederates lives. The Union huzzah means they are ahead in combat. Of course they should be, they have more tickets, but you see the flagman trying to get away. And we also have almost immediately the rebel yell. So I'd put the Confederates slightly ahead at this point in the match. And they've done it. 56 Virginia is here as well. The whole Confederate Army having a party up at the top of the hill. All right, so far so good. 24 minutes left in the match. And the Confederates having their way with the Union right now.
Ja, sonst wieder zurück.
And the Empire plus 51st. It's mainly the 51st in the rocks, and they're going to come back toward the right-hand side. He's pretty sure there's not a lot of Confederates over here. He's right about that. They're all up on the top of the hill now. So Livington going to get his guys over to the place where he can do the most damage, and that is on the Confederate left flank, which is, as Lester put it earlier, in the air. And it's open to attack right now, and you can see the 51st have just slithered their way right onto the Confederate flank, and the Confederate boys are coming back this way. That's going to be your 8th Alabama. We'll go with them. Do they know they have the 51st on their flank? There's smoke over there. This appears to be only a part of the 8th Alabama. So maybe 8th Alabama split in two, and so they're doing 4v4. Okay, that makes sense. No, because the Empires merged together, so. Hell, I don't know.
Prepare for hold. Right face.
Reload arms.
Leute, aufpassen.
Fix Bayonets. Genau, ganz ruhig. Wenn er rausgedrückt wurde, rechts anschließen.
All right, so the Confederates know the Union have to attack them.
No.
What is it? Listen.
Yes, I mean the little hog's up there by that tree, so when you run
We
up
did
there,
have some Union here, but they're moving back now. This is 51st, so Livington's moved his guys away as the Confederates started massing troops. And that's the smart thing to do. They're trying to win a campaign after all. Let's go into the tent here.
Right, also unit moving.
Yeah, hopefully they Florida can get up to sort that out.
Oh, it's a big one this time.
Here they are, Hog. Sorry,
Yeah,
Captain.
you're gonna have one unit coming up on the right flank.
Go far right,
against
Florida.
those boys. Go
Go
right,
more
go
to the
right,
right.
where you
To
were
the
at the
right.
start.
Okay, double quick forward march.
Is this good?
So they're kind of in the same position they were in before.
Is this good? Is this good?
Yeah.
We've got Union moving all over. The mini-map is colored up with Union dead. You see 2/3 of the army going this way to the right-hand side. That's your 52nd, along with your 51st. So we got the Empire and the 51st New York. Moving on the Confederate left, the Union right.
Company holds.
Oh,
Get on the
correct,
fence and
one
fire
left, right now.
Fire it well.
Oh, yes, Troy. Baby.
So you can see we got Confederates in the woods here at the point of contention. Skirmishers of the 8th Alabama.
Mein Leben gerettet.
Not sure about what all the rules are. As you can see, they've kind of made a L-shaped formation here, an elbow, if you will.
Right, keep it up, keep it up.
So they can fire on 2 positions at the same time. And it's probably going to be the 18th North Carolina doing the same thing they did before, pushing down this fence line. It is. Here, Captain Cajun with the musket one more time. And they want to charge out this position. Last time they needed the 51st to come with them. Or was it the Empire? I can't remember now, but they weren't able to push this position by themselves. But you can see they're using the fence as cover, and they're going to come straight down. Winkler and the boys coming straight into this position. And Hogg in danger of getting murdered right here. Matter of fact, the whole command unit under fire. So here come the Florida. They're going to try to push him out of this spot. And you can see the bloody fire coming in from the Floridians. Captain Cajun's still alive. Silas is here as well, and there's Winkler. And it looks like the guys in charge are using their pistols as well. I thought I heard bayonet.
Should give me some raw.
And we got fire on the other side of the field as well. I think right now this is the hottest spot, though. So the 18th not able to push the Florida away, but the Florida not really able to push the 18th off either. We got some of the Empire here as well. And over here, the rest of them. And here's your 51st.
There's one left, but charge for light brigade.
Ooh, artillery coming off, or going off near the point of contention there. Here's your 56th Virginia in the woods. Gonna try to get an angle on those Yankees under Livingston. Yeah, you can see the Florida's not really able to push them. I guess they choosing not to use the bayonet. They're definitely killing them. Here's Stinky Cheese. Well, now he's dead. Flash Tank Ham. I don't even know what that means. All right, so Florida trying to hold on here. A large Union line here right in front of the point of contention. That's your Empire and the 51st combined. Pretty impressive. It's a lot of lead slinging from this spot. But right now, no need for the Confederates to come out and take a lot of it. So a lot of that Union lead probably falling harmlessly into the dirt. See the Virginia here trying to give it back to him. Hogg's coming this way. Let's see what he's got to say.
56, there's 2 units on the central fence line. Don't get yourself wiped. Just get into a position where you can get some volleys with them. And hold them up a little bit. Where's the Alabama, by the way? Have they put
They got already carried. They're in the spawn, I think. We have the flag of them.
So it looks like he's coming to talk to the Alabama. Oh, they both got shot!
Captain's down.
2 captains for the price of 1. Both of them going down at once. So this position's doing something.
Yeah, fine.
And Livingston up on the fucking fence like a boss. Look at him.
Are we guys
Daring the Confederates to shoot him.
I'm not firing.
If I don't see anything, I'm not
I don't see.
Right.
Yes, sir.
Take Private Tracer and scout the head. Can't see how many of them are over there.
In the corner.
Whichever route is
All right, Yuli's on a mission. Let's go with him.
Come back immediately if you see anything.
Aye, sir.
We have a special mission tracer. We check the con.
Do be quiet.
Yes. Be very, very quiet.
You guys all know Utley did my intro for me a little while back. I need to use that again. He's scouting for the 8th Alabama. He's found him. There's at least one of them anyway.
No, don't shoot, don't shoot, don't shoot. Group on the left. Right, fall back.
And he's done his job perfect. That is exactly what you're supposed to do if you're sent out to scout. He found the enemy's position. He did not give away his own position, and now he's going to report to Livington on the position of the 8th Alabama in 56.
How many?
2 units, one on the corner where we were initially firing at, one further to the right where we saw the battle flag.
Estimated strength.
About
Close.
Oh, they're coming up in the corner now on the right here. They're coming to the fence. Right of Meade.
Livington saw him. Here they come. That's got to be your Alabama. It is the Alabama German Legion, but it was a fake. Now they've gone to the left, out of fire, trying to get cover. Maybe surprised by the number of units they saw on that fence line. Here comes the 56 with them. It's already getting dark. I apologize. We'll follow the names. And you can see the 51st still holding that corner. It looks like 8th Florida has finally done away with the 18th North Carolina up on the hill. Or they've just come down to join their mates. And you can see the movement of the Confederates here by the movement of the flags. There's Greenberg. Stormtroopers to the fence. Head to head with the 51st. Here they are, 8th Alabama. And the 51st New York under a heavy fire.
book them all, boys.
You hear the huzzah, the Union going up again. How far behind is the Rebel yell? You can see 8th Alabama taking some hits here. 56 on their left flank in support. And Livington and the boys under a brutal fire. And you can see the Empire lining up to defend this position. But they're lined up the wrong way. They've got guys behind them. And how long before Livington and the guys are going to have to leave this spot? Thought I heard a fall back. All right, they've moved up the road here, trying to get a flank on the flankers. 18th North Carolina have moved to the right flank of the Union. And now they're in support of the 51st, who have pretty much been dismantled here in the corner. They're still hanging on. Got a few of them here, including the captain himself, trying to hang on to that spot. They do have good support. But the Florida coming down and putting a lot of pressure on the Empire. Florida's numbers low compared, though.
One is on the fence, and the first one is on the road. On the fence.
I know, I was wondering well.
It's like they need to be.
Monio going down once again. A bullet magnet, that's what they call him. And the Empire doing their best and really giving it to the Florida, and they're going to have to back out of this position. And you see them doing it. Going to the rocks here. Captain Hogg got his boys back into some cover.
Run to the right flank. Run to the right flank.
Lead your unit.
Trying to get the guys to go up toward the hanging tree. It's getting awful dark here on the battlefield. 12 minutes to go. And the Union holding their own against these Confederate attacks here. 51st was not broken. They did not leave this corner. And Livington's got to be proud of his boys' performance here. It's not easy against the 8th Alabama. The Confederates taking losses. Union still engaged. And the Alabama, Greenberg moving his boys silently through the woods toward the point of contention. Trying to cut off a Yankee advance, but I don't think they have any need to do it yet. 11:23 to go in the match. That's 56 right here. Slaughter and the boys moving up close to the action. You can see it's having a deadly result. The Union
Bleiben bei 2 Leuten.
putting a lot of heat out here in these woods. But 8th Alabama coming up to support. And the Floridians on the Confederate right flank, but not a lot of Union on this side of the fence. It's all down here right now. You see they moved all the way over to the cornfield. That's your 18th. Captain Cage is still in the game. All right, 51st is attacking the point. Here they go. Livingston moving his men down the corn. There's John Bell Hood with him. So with 10 minutes left, the Unionists decided they wanted the point of contention, and they're going to send the Serpents to take it.
Right, come up to me here, far at the road, towards the flag.
Come to Livingston.
And here come the Alabama German Legion. About to get dirty. And more Union. The Empire's coming down. 8th Alabama in danger. They've got 2 massive units on them, and the 51st have got the bayonet out. Here they come. Large shell hitting their own men. And you can see the flood of Union coming into the 8th Alabama. They got no shot, and they are overwhelmed easily by the Union here in the corner. And that red line is ticking away. How long before Florida can get down here and support? Do they even know this is happening?
Und laden. Sammeln, nachladen.
They've got to know if they can see that point of contention as well as I can.
Okay, Florida's coming.
The Florida is coming.
They've got to be careful though.
They gotta be more.
Hold on.
Frogger?
Yeah.
Can you run to the main spot?
Hey, it's Florida. The left flank is completely gone, so be careful, boys. Make sure you use cover. Pull back if you need to.
Yeah, there is.
Hog telling his boys the information they need to know.
I see the flags in the cornfield. They're in front of us, southwest.
They're right about that. They located the Union position pretty easily in that corner. It's a hot spot. As you can see, they've also spread out to the right, trying to guard their rear flank there. And the Confederates have closed in around them. So the Union here in some danger of themselves. But it is part of the Empire here. 2nd Delaware, 51st as well as the 52nd. And they're moving up. The Empire moving up the fence. O'Keefe trying to put his boys a little bit closer to the Confederates here.
Can take the first one. We're holding here. Yeah, okay.
So the Union, they flipped the table and they've got the advantage in the battle. 8 minutes to go, and you see that blue line. The counterattack is almost here, and more Union moving back this way. 18th North Carolina trying to find the 8th Alabama, but if they do, it's probably going to be bad. But there you go. Counterattack, 6:55 in the match. And the Union getting some revenge for last week's brutalization at Reno's Fall. Looking good here in the Eastwood skirmish. They're really sticking together, you can tell. Flag's down again. And these counterattacks means it's going to get real dark. We're going to have another one of those where all that we can see are the names.
So it looks like a unit.
And the Confederates really on their heels right here. Not showing a lot of strength against the Union position. And Union's dug in, but you can see the 8th Alabama. Gonna try to surprise them a bit. Here they come. We'll go with them.
Fine voraus.
We're gonna try to hit them on the flank where they don't expect it. Bayonets charged. Here we go. We are with the 8th Alabama as they flank attack the Union position. And you hear the rebel yell. The Empire trying to get away. They're going to be hit on the flank by the Alabama. Hit in the rear as they try to move. And this is not going to be good for the Empire. Now it's Alabama's turn to get some revenge. As the Union is legging it out of here. They can't get away. Flag is on the ground and the Empire is destroyed. Still got guys out here. All I see are Alabama tags. 52nd. All right, and the Confederates have done it. They've pushed the Union off this position. But still a little Union out here. 18th North Carolina still alive in the rocks. We've also got the Serpents out here, 51st. So they're not completely clear yet, but they are off the point of contention. And you hear the huzzah. The Union have got the Confederates breaking. This is a perfect opportunity for them to win the match. But since they own the point of contention, it'll be tough. Here they go. The Union, if they can allow the Confederates to take the point back, and then as soon as they can take the point one more time, they win. But you see, 8th Alabama, not going to make that easy for them. They're sitting on the point of contention right now, moving into the woods.
I mean, he was by.
All right, 51st. The Yankees have gotten tired of it. They want to get out of this position, so they're charging into the Confederates. But that's going to be too little too late, I'm afraid. Not enough Union here. And Confederates are going to easily wipe them.
Stay here. Stay here.
Sergeant Bobby coming in. Going to do a little bit of work with the bayonet. Damn, that's like 3 or 4 of them. Well, you see, they've taken it back, and that means they've gone back to taking losses, so allowing the Confederates to take that position back did not work out for the Union. And we're all tied up with 7:37 left in the match. I think the Union's got a little bit, they're ahead on tickets, obviously. But the Confederates are holding at the point of contention. 7:25 left. Dead even. Can't see shit, it's too dark, but dead even. We'll see what the Confederates say about their position here. If I can find the leaders. See boys moving back.
Hold. Hold.
Hold.
Wie steht die eigentlich?
Die habe ich schon gesagt.
Okay.
Einheit Richtung Nordosten in Stein.
Okay, I
Sollen wir
see.
in Deckung gehen?
They're on the right side.
Okay,
northeast.
Yeah,
go a
I
little
see
bit
him,
over
yeah.
the right.
They're right on the other side of this wall.
Florida's on the right.
Should I run and tell them that?
Coming a little bit with me to the right so we can see better.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
See Harris and Hogg working really good together here.
You made aware that there's a unit directly to the bottom left?
Like here the wood.
Yeah.
And those are Yankees firing this way. They've pushed down the center. And we got them in the rocks here. That's going to be your Empire, at least part of it. 2nd Delaware. Ooh, man, a heavy volley coming in. So 8th Florida up on the hill there. We got more Union coming this way. More 2nd Delaware pouring in. But you can see the Confederates. Oh, they want this corner back. And it's 51st. The Serpents back in this position they knew well earlier. You see Utley there. But we do have some Alabama German Legion in the cornfield. So this could be a deadly spot for the Union. But they're not really close enough with enough men at the point of contention to make much of a difference.
Charge bayonets.
And up, you see Greenberg in the lead. Alabama coming in with the bayonet. you heard Utley call for the charge bayonets, but man, they got no chance against all of these Alabamians. The darkness is their best friend right now. They can't see them to kill them, but they're gone. Alabama's wiped them, but here come the Delaware. So the Empire sweeping around, trying to get on the fence behind the Alabama. And they will. You hear them. They're saying they're coming to their left here. But the Empire not going for the direct attack. Sweeping around all the way on the flank, trying to get back to the point of contention. There's 4.5 minutes left in this match, and they want to take that point away from the Confederates. The Alabama knows they were there, but they were expecting an attack, and you see the Alabama have taken a defensive position here. But the Union's still pushing, and they've got another unit on the right here. 18th North Carolina. You can see the boys moving in directly. The Empire coming right up into the point of contention. But they've got some Confederates here watching this spot. And that's your 56th Virginia. And they know the Unioners there. They can see the flag.
Komm zusammen, zurück. Komm zurück.
Here they come. The Empire. And you can see it's working. That red line, well, it was. The red line coming back toward the Confederates now. Alabama has come in to sweep the field, and now it's the Union's turn to start breaking. This is bad news for the Union with 3 minutes left in the match. And they're down on tickets now that they're breaking. If they can, if the Confederates can get them in a final push, they can force the match, but there's only 3 minutes left. And the Union have to attack this position. And right now they got flags laying on the field. Not a good look late in this early match, or late in this first match.
That's friendly there in the south, right?
Union out for you.
See the Floridas come down to support.
Oh wow, wie gesagt, Achte ist ins Korn und hat dort Feind
Of course.
Yeah, ins Korn. Corn. Because we like corn.
We need the corn in the drink.
Okay, I need the corn.
Hey guys,
Yeah, but you know,
everyone
at
at the fence and fire the wool, man.
Guard had fire.
You can see the 18th North Carolina firing from their position.
Euch auch.
The Union has been cleared, and you see Confederates moving in. These are your stormtroopers, 8th Alabama against the Empire. One more time. And you can see the 8th Alabama making quick work of the Union here. This does not look good for the Yankees. Just not able to put enough men on this point to make a difference this late in the match.
Fire! You see the enemy flag in the distance?
1.5 minutes. The Union's going to have to do it now if they have any chance of winning this first match. So the Confederates have to be pretty happy with themselves defending this area. See Harris getting right up in the face of the Union.
I feel like there's gotta be
Pretty excited. Hogg's got his guys in a good position.
Okay. Let the smoke.
And then got shot. So the mighty 88 holding the middle ground here. Daring the Union to come in. We got Virginia down here. No, we got, yep, Virginia and the other part of the 8th Alabama holding the left side. And the Union going to try to make a push here, but it's going to be too little too late. 35 seconds left in the match. Here comes the Empire one more time. They're going to make straight for the point of contention. They have to. They're just not going to make it. It's dark. They can't see where they're going. And not enough time to flank, I'm afraid. But we'll see. He's got to go through the 8th Alabama to get there, and that's Greenberg and the 56th Virginia as well. He wants to go around it, but you can't do that with 6 seconds left in the match. This thing is going to be over. And there it is. That's the match. Congratulations to the Confederates.